It's not technology that's the problem. We have technology at our disposal to let data travel throughout the value chain at a very fast pace. We have the intelligence of technology to make something of that data, to validate that data, to make sure that we understand what the data means. The real challenge is to convince and compel the different players in the value chain to start using that data, to start sharing the data. And that doesn't need to be free. It can be, at a cost, because the data is a valuable commodity. But we need to build that trust between different parts of the value chain to really unleash the data and make it work.
I think we've got a lot of myths in this industry. To be very direct about it, we've thought that our data is, quote, private, and people don't understand how much is leaked out. We're not in Star Wars here. There's ways to protect data, but we don't need to cloak it in quite the ways we have done in the past, and we need to get it out there inside our own organizations and market it better. By that, I mean make people understand its value.
The barriers to data entry on a regular basis probably come from people not being upfront about it, people feeling protective about their data, people wanting to make sure that it's not getting into the wrong hands. So it's the security element, which is an important part for any company to look into. We've got to make sure that not only are businesses' data safe, but also personal data. And that's something that we've got to make sure that we're always doing in the industry.
I think at the moment it's that the barriers that we face in the rating data is linked to the fact that the data we collect comes from different places. And in order to gather and to put together into the same pot, it's quite challenging because we have to translate the data, we have to understand what is behind, and it is the real challenge at the moment. Not for hotel chains, but I think for everyone in the market.
I think the biggest barriers in data implementation is privacy on the first side and also technology. Of course, there's so many old booking platforms that cannot really adapt to all the new data that needs to be provided.
I think one challenge is the big number of sources that corporations would need to include to get a full picture. We have large corporations with up to 50 different data sources, different TMCs, different credit card providers, expense systems. Bringing that all into one data lake and cleaning up the doublets, and that's a big challenge still.